Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well and staying safe during the pandemic. So today I want to talk about qualities of a good tester. So many times people think what are the qualities of a good tester, how one can become a good tester. So today I will tell you a secret that the qualities which are required to become a good tester are hidden in the word tester itself. How we will see now. So these are the qualities which are needed to be a good tester. So each of the qualities is stands for each of the character in the tester word itself. So now we will look at these qualities one by one. So the first quality is thinking critically. So if a tester is able to think critically in all the different aspects or tasks related to the testing, so then it will improve the overall product quality. For example, during requirement understanding, critical thinking can help to identify some of the missing requirements which can be costly from all aspects if found out later. Another example can be while automating the test. If critical thinking can help make the test automation code very robust and requiring less maintenance from the start for that particular test. Now the next quality is effective communicator. So as a tester, we communicate a lot in our day-to-day work, whether it is with client or with different team members or stakeholders in written or verbal or both the manner. So it becomes extremely important that what a tester is want to convey, it is clearly understood by the persons whom with whom the tester is communicating. Sometimes the same information may need to be conveyed in different manner depending upon various aspects. One of them is the recipient of the information. For example, for an issue found in an application, tester should provide as much info as possible to developer, like logs, screenshots, etc. Right? And to other stakeholders, the amount of information can be only the bare minimum to understand the severity or risk associated with the issue. They may not require the logs and screenshot details. And likewise. So now the next quality is self-motivated. So this is very important quality because a self-motivated tester doesn't need or doesn't get impacted by any of the external factor to motivate them in the day-to-day work. And a person who is always motivated for something can always give the best for them. And our IT industry is an ever-evolving industry, and the way it has been evolving, the role of a tester is evolving in a very fast-paced manner. So a self-motivated tester can keep up with this evolution by learning new skills or enhancing the existing skills in a meaningful way. Because learning without any motivation from the inside can't be continued for long. And even if such forced learning is continued for a longer period of time, then also it won't be as effective as something learned with motivation. Apart from this, being self-motivated can help in difficult, unanticipated times like this COVID-19 pandemic. Whether it's about facing and conquering the new set of challenges which are introduced in our day-to-day work now, or it's about getting a new job due to job loss, for which the skills learned or enhanced because of self-motivation can help. Now the next quality is technically sound. So being technically sound doesn't necessarily mean to have knowledge of multiple programming languages, tools, libs, or frameworks. Means I'm not saying there is anything wrong in that. It is definitely a plus point if someone knows these things. But by technically sound, I mean to say that the tester should be able to understand how the application under test works from technical perspective and some other general concepts. So if the tester knows some general concepts like how APIs work, how client server architecture work, cloud related different things, or some specific concepts like definite like limitations or benefits of a particular tech stack, then tester can leverage that kind of knowledge while testing the application and can test the application in a more effective manner. The testing will be more effective as testers' time and efforts will will be saved in situations like designing the test scenarios, identify the root cause of an issue, etc., so on and so forth. So now the next quality is end user centric. So when we are working as a tester with an application, so there is a certain thinking perspective, we can say bias, which can come from many things like for example, we what we know about the application, like how it is made or how it is work, or our prior work experience with such kind of application, maybe of the same domain or maybe of same type. Let's say web applications, we have worked prior, and we have worked with same type of applications before. So those kind of things can come into picture. But the end user of the application may or may not have the knowledge about how the application is made or how it works, and they may or may not have used similar applications, the type of device they use, and the internet connection they have. So all these things can different. So, so there can be many possibilities how the end user will use the application in a different way. So if a person is the end user centric as a tester and works accordingly in all the testing activities, so the tester can identify potential issues before the product is used by the end user, and end user can have a smoother and better quality experience of the product. Now, the last quality is risk identifier. So every product and project has some risk associated with it. No product or project is risk free. So if a tester is able to identify the potential risk for a product and or quality of the product as early as possible, then the tester can communicate that to the stakeholders. All of them can discuss and then take actions in a manner that risks are either completely mitigated or the possibility of risk to occur is reduced as much as possible. So this can reduce the amount of unknown and unpleasant high impact surprises once the application goes live, which can be very costly otherwise from all perspective, not only for the organization, but sometimes also for the persons who are using the application, and or the person who have worked for the application. So for example, if there is some critical application like healthcare or domain or BFSI domain, so if there is some risk with that which is found out after it is live, so it can damage the reputation of the organization, the persons who have worked on the application, and also it can result in damage or some type of damage or losses to the end user of such application as well. So now I hope you would be able to understand why I was saying that qualities to become a good tester are hidden in the word tester itself. So I would like to thank the test type community for giving me this opportunity and platform to share my thoughts on the qualities of becoming a good tester as part of the TestFlix event. Thank you so much.